I'm going to share with you the experience that I had after dailying this beast for 40 days and counting. I'm still debating about next week. As you guys can see, this is my 2023 Harley Davidson Sportster S, and I've been riding this bike for 40 days straight, and I'm still counting. I did not plan, but what had happened was, over a month and a half ago, I rode it for like a whole week. I think I might have made a video, and I told you guys how dirty the bike was. And that time, I would have hit like maybe a week and a half. So right after that, I'm like, I started riding the bike, and I kept going and going and going. And there was a lot of stuff that I discovered when I was dealing this bike. And I want to share my experience with you. Now, quick disclaimer, this is my experience entirely. Your riding style might be different. Your experience might be different. Because initially, when I bought this bike, I was just riding it, from, home to Walmart, come back, just for leisure. But for whatever reason, I don't even know what happened. I just started riding the bike and then keep riding it over and over and over. And there was few things that I learned over the course of these days. And I can tell you guys that they are extremely positive, which I'm very, very glad that I did, because if it wasn't that, guys, I was going to drop 2,000 grand on this pipe. As you guys know, this bike is pretty much mud out. If you guys have been following my channel, this bike is mud out. I don't even know. The only thing that I know I need to do was this. But after dealing it for all these days, I think I might have a change of mind. And I'm going to share with you why I've changed my mind. And you never know. It might help you. It may not help you. It depends on your riding style, guys. But this is entirely just me, okay? Just me alone. So I'm going to share my experience, what I found after dealing this bike. It is hot. And I know one of you guys are going to say, Grant, you don't have your gear on today. I know. It's extremely hot. And yes, I don't have my gear on. Oh, these are some real horsepower right there. Oh, look at them. They're so beautiful, guys. So beautiful. This is what I need. They're so beautiful. Yeah. All right. These are the real horsepower, not these ones. All right, I'm sweating up. Now let's go. Let's get out of here. And I'm going to share my my experience after dealing this for over 40 days and counting. And it might shock you. But to be very honest with you guys, everything that I discovered was positive. Okay, it was positive and positive alone. Let me close this up. The one thing that I didn't like as I was dealing this bike was the gas consumption. I feel like I was spending more money on gas than ever. Now you guys know that I made a video. I'll see if I can drop it somewhere, on the screen. I made a video regarding the things that I wish it could have been improved on this bike. And the gas capacity, let me put it like that, was one of it. I see myself going to the gas station more than ever. Now, I commute about, I'll say 40 miles one way to my job. So maybe I'll say a round trip will be 80 miles. A full tank of gas will last me only a day. That's it. It will only last me a day. Now, the reason why I'm saying that I think I'm spending a lot of money on it is because the same amount of money that I spend filling up this gas, this bike, is the same amount of money that I put in my daily car. And that same amount, I can drive my car for at least a good 3 days. This one right here, no. So I think it takes more gas, than average. But I can understand, and I don't think I'm upset because, it takes more gas or anything like that. No, I'm not upset. It's just very, very shocking to me. What might shock you is the tank is not that big. It's very, very small. So, yeah, you're going to stop a lot at the gas station, but it's very, very, very good because it will give you the chance to stretch out your legs, get some blood flow and, things like that nature. Now, I know a lot of people have been complaining regarding the seats. And guys, I have zero issue when it comes to my seat. I have no issue. It feels very comfortable to me. I have zero problems. Like, it don't bother me a lot. Maybe I need to try one of those sound earner seats or the other ones, but I think this seat is perfect for this bike, or at least for me. I have no problem. So that is that with the gas issue. The biggest con that I found, and I have fixed it. As I stated earlier, I was gonna throw over $2,000 to buy me the Cobra exhaust on this bike, but I have an Apple Watch, and if any of you guys have an Apple Watch, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you are in a louder environment, you will get a notification. It will buzz, it will beep, it will vibrate and tell you that your environment is too loud. I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So, after the first week, this keep buzzing. Anytime, I have few watches, but whenever I throw this on, it keep buzzing. And I'm like, no, I gotta do something about it. Now, I have some earplugs in my side bag that sometimes I use, sometimes I don't use it. But when I saw myself riding this for like a long term, I say, you know what? Let me just start using it. And guys, that was a game changer. I remember my little brother, may his soul rest in peace. Back in the days, he had his own Toyota Camry. He had these loud music and all that in the car. It sounds really, really, really good, And not too long ago, anytime we watching TV and you try to talk to him, call him, he kept saying, huh. He started losing his hearing, his hearing. So that actually came in my mind. I'm like, no, I bought this bike for fun. I bought it so I can have fun, so I can ride. I didn't buy it to, deteriorate my health or anything in my body. I'm not gonna do that. So when I started, riding this for a very long time and putting it on, guys, it's a day and night. Like, I have zero problems with it now. And I don't have no drone in my ears or anything like that. Now, I rarely hear my pipe, but you know how if you cover your ears, the sound different? Yes, now I have some bass sound in my ears. That sounds so good. So at this point, I was asking myself, do I really want to throw this money on here for somebody to, to listen to my sound? Or no, I'm not gonna do that. So now I've changed my mind. I'm gonna ride with a stock exhaust. I'm gonna rock with a stock exhaust all day. I'm never gonna change it. I'm done. Because I wanna preserve my hearing. I'm very young. I don't plan to lose my, my hearing aids anytime soon. So That's exactly what it is. That's one big benefit. The other benefit that I've learned is I think I lost some weight. It might sound stupid to you, but I can feel that my quads are much stronger than before. Because as I sit on here right now, you know, I gotta hold on. I gotta hold on to this bike. I gotta hold on to these bars. And everything in my body is working. You know, every part of my body is tight enough and it's working. So I feel like my core has been building up and, you know, I'm fighting this wind, I'm fighting gravity and all that kind of stuff. When I'm on the highway, I'm doing, I don't know, 90, 85, 100 miles per hour, whatever it is. I feel like I'm holding on and it's building my core. And speaking of that, going back to the gas, I can only imagine if I ride this bike in the sports mode. That means I would have spent more money. I would have been doing a lot of stops, more frequent stops than what I'm doing right now. Now, few people used to ask me what kind of mode do I, you know, ride in. This bike comes in a three riding modes, you know, and I always ride on a road mode. Not like the road mode gives me plenty power, so I don't see myself, like I don't see any point, you know, in riding in a, you know, sports mode. What I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna have to give it a shot and see how it's gonna go. But I know the sports mode, yes, it's gonna make it go faster. It's gonna unleash the beast out of this, but you're gonna do more frequent stops to the gas station more than ever. So that is one thing. So going back to my hearing aid or the hearing plugs, I love it. Right now I have it on and I don't even know how it sounds because I feel like I need to scream out a little bit. So I'll find that out when I get into the house. The only disadvantage, I have an intercom system here. You know, I rock Cardo. I have started, you know, streaming a lot of music, a lot of podcasts, a lot of, you know, I do a lot of stream, even phone calls and stuff like that. So because I have the earplugs in my ears, the sound quality has degraded a lot. And on top of that, I have to crank the volume all the way high, just to hear it because I block everything that is coming out. Now, if you guys have any recommendation, if you have experienced this before, let me know, because what I thought was maybe this helmet needed to be upgraded. So I did few research, and from my findings, you know, I found out that the Shoei helmets, they're very, very reasonably quiet. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can try it. So I'll say probably the third week, I went to Cycle Gear, got me one, put it on. Guys, the sound level is pretty much the same. The noise is pretty much the same. It did not change a bit. So if you know any helmet that you think is quieter than any of the helmet, just let me know. I know there's this, I think it's Italian helmet. It's called Sportster. I'm not 100% sure. They claim it's also quieter, but I found one at Cycle Gear, and just by holding it, I can feel the quality was, I don't know. It might just be me. I'm not 100% sure, but I didn't like it. I only tried the Shoei for only a week or maybe 5 days, and I'm like, nah. The sound level is the same, so why would I spend money? Why would I waste my money upgrading something that is pretty much the same? So I return it, you know. So if you guys have any recommendation when it comes to the wind noise and, you know, all that kind of stuff, like right now, I can hear nothing. I can hear myself talking inside me, but other than that, when it comes to the wind, when it comes to everything around me, the drone of the exhaust, I can hear nothing, and I think I'll take this over anything any day because I want to preserve my health. I bought this to have fun, not to harm myself. So I don't think I'm forgetting anything, guys, but there you have it. This machine has been very, very reliable for those days, besides a lot of frequent stops, going to the gas station and all that. It has been a very reliable machine, and I love it. I'm never gonna change my mind. I'm gonna keep it, and we're gonna keep rocking it until one day I decide to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. This bike is a keeper. So let me know what you think, guys. Have you dailied this bike? And if you have, for how long have you been dailying it? And if you can share your experience, can you relate to any of these pointers that I've made? Just feel free and share with me. And until then, I'm pretty sure we'll meet in my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and over and out.